The Valley of the Kings was an ancient burial ground used in ancient Egypt for the internment of pharaohs and other senior members of the royal family. The valley is situated on the west bank of the River Nile opposite the city of Luxor, and it served as the burial site for many of Egypt's most famous rulers, including Ramses the Pigeon, Thutmose, Hatshepsut, Tutankhamun, and 3 others. The idea of burying important people in underground tombs began in the 18th dynasty around 3300 BC and continued until the 21st dynasty around 1000 BC, with a few interruptions. Most of the tombs were built during the 19th dynasty, when Egypt was at its most powerful and prosperous. The Valley of the Kings was discovered by accident in 1785 by an Italian explorer named Giovanni Belzoni. He stumbled upon the entrance to the tomb of the pharaoh Ramses III while exploring the area. Soon after, other explorers and treasure hunters began searching for tombs in the valley. They used crude tools to dig through the rock, often causing great damage to the tombs they were trying to find. One of these tomb raiders was a man named Howard Carter. In 1922, he discovered the tomb of the boy king Tutankhamun almost completely intact. This discovery caused a sensation around the world and brought Egypt a lot of attention. Today, visitors can explore many of the tombs in the Valley of the Kings. Some are filled with treasures and artifacts from the time period in which they were made. Others have been stripped bare by tomb raiders. But all of them are fascinating glimpses into the world of the ancient Egyptians. Now let's talk about some of the most famous tombs in the Valley of the Kings. First up is the tomb of King Tutankhamun. This is the most popular tomb in the Valley of the Kings, and for good reason. When Howard Carter discovered it in 1922, it was almost completely intact. This is very rare because most of the other tombs had been found by treasure hunters and stripped bare. The tomb contains many treasures, including Tutankhamun's golden burial mask. Next is the tomb of Ramses III. This is the largest tomb in the valley, and it's also one of the best preserved. It took 40 years to build, and it's filled with treasures, including a huge statue of Ramses III, and finally, we have the tomb of Merinta. This is the oldest tomb in the valley, and it's also one of the most unique. It's not a traditional pyramid-shaped tomb like the other two we've talked about. Instead, it's a rectangle. This is because Merinta was the first pharaoh to be buried in the valley. The other pharaohs who followed him clearly liked the way his tomb looked because they copied it for centuries afterwards. The Valley of the Kings is one of the most amazing places in Egypt. It is a place where you can walk back in time and experience the world of the ancient Egyptians. If you ever get the chance to visit, I highly recommend it. Now it's your turn to explore. Take a walk through the Valley of the Kings and see what treasures you can find. What do you think? Is this the greatest place in Egypt or what? Let me know in the comments below. And if you want to learn more about ancient Egypt, be sure to check out my other videos. Thanks for watching.